to Lahti in Finland as we continue our coverage of the IBSA 2021 Goalball European Championships in Group B. We've had action from the men's side of the competition already this morning, and now we turn our attention to the women's half of the competition. The hosts Finland are taking on Hungary in the opening game. Sides lining up on the court at present. As we look at it from our camera position, Finland have their backs to us in the white shirts, while Hungary, they are wearing the black shirts with the yellow chest and sleeves. And we're just about to run through the pre-match formalities before we can get this one underway.
We ask for the teams to take 6 meters line for the team presentation. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first match of the women's tournament at 2021 IBSA Goalball European Championships Group B. In this first match, we have teams Hungary and Finland, and we start the lineup of the team Hungary. Player number 1, Julia Annette Mece. Player number 2, Monika Lukasi. Player number 3, Lila Adobas. Player number 4, Felicita Simon. Player number 5, Cindy Horvat. And player number 7, Judith Kovacs. Head coach, Rita Genien. Assistant coach, Andrea Nilasine Brezovsky. And staff, Jula Kovacs. And the home team, Team Finland. Player number 1, Susanna Halme. Player number 2, Krista Leppanen. Player number 4, Asra Tayebi. Player number 5, Ida Kauppila. Player number 6, Jasmin Mittola. Player number 7, Miina Grönroos. Head coach, Arttu Mäkinen. Assistant coach, Tiina Kupli-Roke. Staff, Petri Rapina. And this match will be referred by Mr. Romualdas Vaitiekus from Lithuania and Rui Damas from Portugal. Good luck for the match.
So those are our starting lineups for this one. We have 5 minutes to go before the start of the game. A little bit in disbelief that we are back to live goalball action. In 2021, well, it's not just a year to celebrate the return of international goalball, it's a year to celebrate 75 years in total of international goalball. The sport starting in 1946 as a means of rehabilitating World War II veterans with vision impairments. My, what it has grown into. It will be absolutely fascinating to see how these championships play out. Just the one group in the women's side of the competition. That is made up of Denmark, France, Hungary, Poland, Spain, and the host side, Finland. We will be looking to make a strong start here on home soil. They had an excellent turnout at their last appearance at a Group B Championships. That was in Poland way back in 2018. Stormed the group stages and ultimately finished second, losing out to a very strong Ukrainian side. And the team's almost in position now to get this one underway. Hungarian outfit. Just getting accustomed to their positions in front of goal. For those of you who are new to goalball, or perhaps as just a timely reminder since we have had such a long period away from the sport, a string running in underneath those markings on the court. They act as tactile markers for the players to establish their position in front of that 9-meter wide goal, which is no mean feat to defend. You do have to work well as a defensive unit, something the Finnish side have been working on in particular. The unfortunate consequence of the time away from the sport has meant limited time to work together as a sport, people having to train in isolation, keep themselves sharp. We are 1 minute away from seeing how those individual efforts come together for the first team competition in over a year. Our officials from Lithuania and Portugal running through the checks with the eye shades now. Players, of course, not permitted to touch those shades once we enter open play. Doing so will incur a foul, a penalty throw to the opposition. They run through these checks pre-game, make sure everybody is comfortable, that no one is gaining any form of unfair advantage. And it is, of course, one of the great aspects of this sport that it is an entirely level playing field between the competitors. So starting at centre for Finland, wearing the number 5, that's Liida Kaupala. Out on the right, wearing the number 1, Susanna Halme. And in the left defensive position, wearing the number 7, Mina Gronrus.
Hungary starts with the ball. Quiet, please. Center.
It will be Hungary who get us underway in this one. Mete. A measured effort to the far side. That's easy pickings though for Susanna Halme. Up quickly, 360 spin and a bouncing effort down the middle, off the body, into the back of the net. First effort of the game for Finland and the first goal.
Quiet, please.
Liida Kaupala makes the save. Halme will have the next shot. Goes with the same technique, this time off the knees. And collected. Straight back down towards Halme, but again, his outstretched legs of Kaupala. in the right defensive work, and she'll have the next shot. Well held. Centre of the Hungarian net. It's a bobbling effort. Gratefully received by Grand Roos. Grand Roos diagonal to the far side. And then tipped into touch. Shot clock in effect. And deliberately putting the ball out. You do cede possession to the opposition. Here comes Jaume. Spinning effort, 360 degrees. Ball into the centre of the goal. It's returned quickly. Again down the middle. Kaupala comfortable. Bouncing effort. And beyond one set of hands, but then received in the far corner. Kaupala in the middle. Palms it to her left. Domina Grand Roos. Grand Roos down the centre. And it's another save from the midriff. Jaume runs her left hand across the top of the bar. Position wide left. And the shot is well saved. Driving low to the right. And tipped round the post. And there is the difference. That wasn't intentionally put into touch, so Hungary keep possession. That one is out. A wayward effort down the near touch line. From Roos, left-handed, diagonal across the centre. Saved. Hungary straight back, but From Roos not called into action there. She's in position, nice and early, at full stretch. Jaume, 360, spinning effort, ball down to centre, it's returned. Strong save from the outstretched arms of leader Kaupala, diving to her left. Right-handed in 360, off the legs, and blocked. Amazing effort down this left channel of the Finnish net. From Roos is there, and her effort is tipped just wide. Fingertip save. Up quickly and sends it into the body. Left sends the Hungary. From Roos left-handed. Blocked by the shins. Asking if that's going to go out. It is indeed confirmed by the official. Jaume straight down the throat of the opposition with that effort. Kaupala makes a save, back to the goal line. Finds one up. Goes diagonally. It's another good save. In on that effort. Looked to be cutting towards centre and then spun back away. And Roos was in position in plenty of time to block it. Bouncing effort. And Grand Roos again makes a save with the body. Hands the ball off in the centre to Jaume. Jaume quickly up. A jump jab! It's second goal of the game. Finland. Second goal of the game for Susanna Jaume. In fact, it wasn't given in the end. We have a timeout here. So Jaume, 2 goals so far in the tournament. We had an excellent time of it, as we mentioned, at the 2018 Group B Championships. retreat to the final. Scored 31 goals. Conceding just 6 in those group stages. And they've made a decent enough start here. And now we start to see some of the tactics coming in. They've established the fundamentals, shaken off some of the rust, and you see a little bit of gameplay coming in. And the penalty call. Cham ready to take this one. Going up against Judith Kovacs. Wearing the number 7, not the number 6 as listed. Cham from centre. Goes to the far corner, and that's a great save. Fantastic save from Kovacs. Set herself up at the 3-metre mark. Try and narrow down some of those angles in that goal, and did so excellently. Ron Roos with the save. Comfortable down the centre. Leader Kaupala makes a save for Finland down to her left. Back to the goal line, steps forward, spins 360 degrees to her left, releases a shot. It's beyond the hands, but then blocked by the body of the left defence. Cham saving smartly down to her right. Sends the ball straight down that channel. Another comfortable save. Well, we've had just over 5 minutes in this opening fixture from the women's side of the competition. Finland has looked measured and composed, but at 2-0 there is plenty of room for this game to change. Bouncing effort from Cham. Kovacs returns. And again, that technique that just puts a little bit of swerve on the ball. Spinning off the hard court surface. And Kovacs makes another save, this time from Kaupala. Oh, and ball was thrown with a little bit of venom to her teammate there, but it was gathered. Shot was wide though. Up steps Gromroos from wide left. Left-handed for the far corner and wide out the far side of the court. 4 metres in front of goal. Kovacs' effort blocked by Kaupala. Kaupala up quickly, spinning. Another smart save that ricocheted up off the body. Big Hungarian hand behind it. Cham, left hand on top of the crossbar, from the wide right position, releases the ball, fizzing along the court surface in a straight line. It's blocked, and it comes back towards Cham. Kaupala sweeps across, diving legs first to her right, passes the ball to Gromroos. Gromroos with the effort, it's held, and Hungary in possession. But bouncing effort down the centre. They just haven't really troubled Finland as yet. Hungary. What is going to be key to breaking through the stoic Finnish wall? Hungary with the possession. The ball looks to split the defence between Cham and Kaupala, but once again, the feet of Kaupala. Across, and strongly so, to stop the ball dead. Hungary will have to go again. Down the near side, Gromroos with the save. We'll go left-handed, straight back towards Kovacs, and it's smothered by the body. She was actually starting to move upwards The risk that could have smuggled underneath and between her legs, but no dice on that occasion. Remains 2-0 to Finland. The Finnish shot is saved down the centre. Strong bouncing effort collected by Gronroos. Hands it to Halme. Halme throws one up. It's up off the body and stops in front of Kovacs. He's up quickly and sends one down the middle. Arguably one of the differences so far in this game. Finland a little bit more content to take their time with the shot clock, establish their position in relation to their own goal and thus the opposition's. Paid off so far. Kaupila diving, hands first to her left, collects the ball, rolls it to Halme. Halme from wide right, bouncing effort. It's off over the body and into the back of the net. Hold for Finland. Susanna Halme said she was excited coming into this tournament. That is certainly evident. On fire here in Lahti. Helmet for the far corner. It's drifting wide. In the end, doesn't even need an intervention from the keeper outside that left hand post from Hungary's perspective. Kovac switches the angle of attack and goes down the near side, and Kaupila, who's now drifted into a left defensive position, makes the block down to her left for firing one straight back at Kovac.
Substitution for Hungary. Out number 7, Judith Kovacs, replaced by number 2, Monika Lukashi. Number 4, Felicitas Simon.
Just to be clear, that was Judith Kovac making her way. She's posed the most significant threat for Hungary so far. A tactical change as the number 4, Felicita Simon, is introduced. Joins Julia Anita Metze. Straight into the action. Effort saved at centre by Mina Gronroos. Halme fires the ball down the wide right channel. Metze, bouncing effort. A combination of Gronroos and Kaupila making the save there. Gronroos taking the sting out the ball with her fingers. And it was ultimately brought to a stop by Kaupila. Here comes Simon. Tame effort down the near side. It was comfortable for Kaupila. It's right-handed, bouncing, and it's off the body and into the back of the net. Felicita Simon couldn't do anything about that. Sheer power on the effort. Halme switching to the left channel. Throw that one, it's saved and returned quickly. Kaupila returns. Simon gets her body behind this one. Less than 90 seconds remain in this opening period. Finland 4, Hungary 0. Kaupila hands it off to Halme. Halme from wide right. In 360 degrees to centre and releases the ball down the middle. And we have a timeout called by Hungary. Wow. It's been the perfect start for a tournament on home soil from Finland's perspective. Hungary take on some water and chat with their coaches in an attempt to regroup to respond quickly if they're going to get on the score sheet before the interval. Miller Hadabas hands the ball off to Felista Simon, who will get us back underway. And wide right, Simon, and she fires the ball straight down that channel. Blocked by Kaupala. Kaupala up, right-handed effort, diagonal from wide left, and the ball saved at centre by Hadabas. Hadabas returns, and Kaupala is there to make the save. Halmay gathers the ball from her teammate and fires one down towards the centre. It's off the leg, over the body of Simon and into the net. Finland have a fifth. Kaupala. Bouncing effort, strays just outside the touchline of the court. Simon returns. Ball, it's got away from Gron Roos there. It was blocked out though. The ball remains in finished possession. It's immediately out from Halmay. Simon to the far side, another diving save, low to the left from Kaupala, tips the ball around the outside of the post. Defensively, Finland have looked comfortable, and in attack, they've looked threatening. Simon for Hungary. Tries to find the gap between Gron Roos and Kaupala, can't do so. Gron Roos from centre, left-handed for the far side, and that is the half-time siren. Perfect start in Lahti for Finland. Can't imagine their coaches will be offering any other advice other than keep this going.
Halftime scores in this first match of the tournament: Finland 5, Hungary 0.
Ultimately, the prizes on offer for a successful tournament here in Finland. The top 3 teams placing gold, silver and bronze, well, they will move up into Pool A, which will offer them a chance to go to the World Championships next year in Guangzhou, China, and also a chance to qualify for the Paris Games in 2024. The attendance at the minute, they're just removing any moisture from the court surface. That will be a familiar occurrence as this tournament goes on. Again, for those who aren't familiar with the sport entirely, as the players obviously rely on using their hands to feel those markers on the court surface. Important there isn't any moisture that interferes with that ability to orient themselves with their position in front of goal. We're almost ready to go again here in the second period. Once again, running through those checks with the shades.
Finland has made a substitution. Out number 7, Mina Grönros, replaced by player number 2, Krista Leppänen.
Didn't quite make that one out. That is the number 2, Krista Liipanen, enters the fray, replaces the number 7, Mina Gronroos, and joins Susanna Halme and Lida Kaupala.
Start taking half between Hungary on my left, Finland on my right. Half-time score is Finland 5, Hungary 0. Half-time substitutions. Finland, number 7 out, number 2 in. Finland starts with the ball. Quiet, please. Tempo.
Hungary started with possession in the opening 12 minutes. It will be Finland's ball now. Susanna Halme will get us started. Spinning effort. Cuts the ball diagonally from wide right to centre. Saved. Simon spins and bounces. It's out on the far side.
Quiet, please. Hey.
They do make it look easy, these players, at times. And that ball, it weighs a little over 1 kilo, 1 kilo and a quarter. It's not an insignificant amount of weight to shift. And certainly to achieve some of those bouncing efforts. Tells you a lot about the power that these players can generate. Susanna Halme collects the ball from Liipanen, goes to wide right. This is one down the far side. And it's a comfortable save for Hungary. And return straight down the throat of Halme. Will get us started. Crosses a 3-meter line effort from 5 meters, and it's saved again by the outstretched legs. And Metse. She goes diagonal from the Hungarian left channel, saved at centre by Kaupala. Kaupala spinning and bouncing it down the middle. It's comfortable though. By Hadabas. Hadabas returns. And shimmying into position was Halme. Halme, right-handed, spinning effort. It looked close to being out, but the official right on top of it says no, ball was still in and saved. Krista Liipanen will have her first attempt, and that's a strong first attempt at that, and an equally strong save from Lilla Hadabas. And the ball from Simon, comfortable by Kaupala, and she's been very quick to return fire. Perhaps a little too quick as that one strayed well wide. Simon, and just hunting for that gap between centre and wide left. Liipanen, bouncing effort. Made by the midriff of Simon. Simon's effort picked up by Kaupala, who hands it off to Halme. Halme shifts to a wide right position, bounces the ball, and it cuts in diagonally to the centre. Saved by Hadabas. Bouncing effort off the shins of Kaupala. Kaupala back to the goal line, hand on the crossbar, steps forward, and then her effort blocked out on the near side. Liipanen low to her left. Releases the ball at 4.5 meters, diagonal effort. Hadabas maybe just about got a touch on that, but importantly, Meze was behind her in the far corner to complete the save. Up comes Halme. Halme. Diagonal effort from wide right. Another block from Simon. Simon spins 360 to her left and then fires it straight at Liipanen. Liipanen up quickly, returns and saved by Simon. We've started this second period similarly to how the first began. Is very much Finland remaining in control, and Hungary probing but not able to find a route through. Liipanen with the ball in her right hand. Goes diagonally. Has she found the gap? It's beyond Hadabas, but not beyond Mete. Saved 1 meter in front of the goal. And Liipanen makes a save low to her left. Halme comes over to the left channel. Fizzes it, underarm. Simon behind it. And Simon lost her bearings. Ball immediately bouncing out as it was released. As Liipanen winds up by stepping off the court, going for power. And power she got off the hand of Hadabas, but Mete behind it once again. The importance of teamwork, defending as a unit. Come on, from wide left down the centre. Kaupala behind it, saves with the body and steps back to the goal line. Liipanen makes way for Kaupala to fire from the left channel. It's returned quickly by Hadabas after making the save, but it's out and wide of this left post of Finland. Liipanen straight at Simon. Simon goes for the far right side. Halme is behind it. Just the 4 goals for Susanna Halme so far. Kaupala right-handed underarm off the chest of Mete and wide, blocked out. Hungary's left channel. Simon shoots from the left, it's down the centre and it's comfortable for Kaupala. Liipanen really does generate some power with that swooping right arm action. Ball out from Simon. Liipanen gathers. Sends it diagonally to centre. Hadabas very quick to return. Don't think Hadabas ever comes close to falling foul of the shot clock, and the gap has been found by Kaupala.
6-0. Quiet, please. Play.
Ball cutting between Simon and Hadabas. Simon fires wide for Hungary. Finland 6 goals to the good. Halme again looking for that gap between Simon and Hadabas once more, and Hadabas isn't going to be able to collect that. Ball over and back to Finland. Liipanen goes to the right channel this time, but fires down centre. Hadabas was down nice and early, makes the save comfortably. Mete. Bouncing effort, it's beyond the arms of Kaupala, but not beyond Liipanen. Liipanen up, right-handed. And again, that power, strong legs. That was a great save from Lila Hadabas. Undeniable the power that Liipanen has offered Finland since coming on. Hasn't found the back of the net yet. Another substitution.
Out number 1, Julia Anette, and in number 2, Monika Lukashi.
That is number 2, Monika Lukashi, incoming, replacing number 1, Julia Anita Mete. Something certainly needed to change for Hungary. Less than 5 minutes remain.
Quiet, please.
And Lukashi straight into the action. Will have her first effort. Diagonal one, saved at centre. Right, Kaupala. Halme now with the ball wide right for Finland. Bouncing effort. First defensive duty for Lukashi. It is blocked out. Off the quads. And she stretched her legs out to her left. Halme makes the save with her legs. Lineman just evading Halme there. Lukashi off the legs of Kaupala into the body and saved by Halme, who exchanges the ball in the centre of the goal with Liipinen, who then fires one down the far side. Lukashi. Shot stopped by the shins of Kaupala. Kaupala back to the goal line, runs a hand across the crossbar, all the way to the far left channel, and then fires towards Simon. Simon with the save. Less than 4 minutes to go now. Finland still in control. 6-0. Not impossible, but the comeback looking increasingly unlikely at this stage. Finland will want to really turn the screw and announce themselves at this home tournament in style. And another powerful effort, this time gets its reward. Krista Liipinen with the 7th, her first goal of the game. No less than she's deserved since being introduced at the half. A timeout called. In the opening game in the men's side of the competition this morning, Greece ran out 10-0 winners over Romania. It brought an early close to that fixture. Finland, well, they might just do similar here. An irresistible start in their opening fixture. Krista Liipinen will get us back underway. Right-handed, another powerful drive off the legs and wide. Lukashi didn't know much about where that ball was going. Fortunately, drifted behind the goal. Zanna Halme now for Finland. Simon, bouncing effort down centre. Kaupala with the save. And back to her goal line. Right hand across the crossbar. Established herself in the right channel. Right-handed effort diagonal to centre is comfortably saved by Hadabas. Hadabas returns and Kaupala makes a save before handing it off to Liipinen. Liipinen then is the ball at pace. It's off the feet of Lukashi and blocked out. Dummy run from Simon. And then Lukashi's effort is through the fingertips of Kaupala, but not beyond Liipinen. He was low to her left. And then Liipinen bouncing effort into the body of Simon. Simon up quickly. Back to the goal line. The right-handed. Goes down the touchline. Hugs that touchline the whole way. As does Liipinen on the return. And the ball is going to be over. And back to Finland. Again, the sheer power that Liipinen generates off the body of Simon and carries 9 metres across the centre of the court and back to Finland. Halme with it now. And a bouncing effort off the knees of Lukashi. Lukashi can't find the gap between Kaupala and Halme in Finland's right channel. Kaupala steps up from centre, right-handed for the far right corner. of Hungary's net. Simon with her legs outstretched, but not called into action as the ball drifted wide. Simon spins 360. Effort saved by the arms of Liepinen low to her left. 90 seconds remain in this opening fixture. Plenty more action to come. Both sides have a second game today. Finland will be playing Poland at 4 o'clock here in Hall B. And then that's followed by Hungary's second game. 5:30 local time. Simon gets the ball to Lukashi. Lukashi steps up from wide left. A right-handed effort. Out very early. Finland with possession with Halme. Halme steps forward, right-handed, 360-degree spin to her left. Substitution for Hungary incoming. Number 4, Felicita Simon making way.
4, Felicita Simon. And in comes number 5, Cindy Horvath.
And the number 5, Cindy Horvath. Going through those checks, has 1 minute to make a difference for Hungary. And try and avoid an opening game shutout.
Quiet, please. Play.
His effort off the legs of Kaupila.
Substitution for Finland, out number 1, Susanna Halme, replaced by player number 6, Jasmin Mikkola.
Susanna Halme, the number 1, making way. 4 goals in this opening fixture of the tournament for Halme. Hopefully starting as she means to continue. Lit up the opening period in this fixture. She's replaced by number 6, Jasmin Mikkola.
Quiet, please. Play.
There's been a shift of positions for Finland as a result of that. Krista Liepinen now at centre, Lida Kaupila wide left. Making a save at wide left. Jasmin Mikkola at wide right. Another substitution for Finland.
5, Lida Kaupila, and in comes player number 4, Asra Tayebi.
Lida Kaupila exits the game with 2 goals and countless saves to her name. In steps number 4, Azra Tayebi. Tayebi
Quiet, please.
making a straight swap and in at wide left. Mikkola throws down the centre. Save, quickly returned. Liepinen collects. Gently rolls the ball back over her hip to Mikkola to have another attempt. Mikkola's attempt is saved again. Now Lukashi looking for the gap between Liepinen and Mikkola. Can't find it, and well recovered by Liipanen at 6 meters, preventing the ball over. IBSA is saved. And
Now the first match of the tournament is over, and the final score, Finland 7, Hungary 0. And the next match
Finland
will
7,
start
Hungary 0.
at 11:30. It will be the
Kicking things off here
battle between
in
Poland
Lahti in the women's half of the competition. 4 goals for Susanna Halme, 2 Lida Kaupala, and 1 Krista Liipanen. The perfect start. As I mentioned before, we have plenty more action to come today. Next up here in Hall B, it is Denmark versus Poland. That is at 11:30 local time. So, around about 45 minutes to go until we start that one. Look forward to you joining us then for more action from the IBSA Goalball European Championships 2021 Group B.